A few people have asked me to make a video on focusing just on the bow hand, tips, techniques, stuff like that. So I'll do this video focusing just on the bow hand. Basically, firstly, how to hold it. You can put two fingers between the top and the bottom on the handle. The next one, you can put three if you like, or you can do two on the top, two on the bottom, two on the top. All right, you can do three on the bottom. And then the thumb goes just around there. You're putting a little bit of downward pressure on these fingers with these fingers here, because the bow, the Kemenche bow there's no tension usually. Depending on how much tension your bow has, you may have to put a little bit of like downward pressure with your fingers. If you notice here, I'm putting a little bit downward pressure. So that's pretty much how to hold it. But the most important thing with the bow arm, you're really not moving from the shoulder to the elbow. That stays static. There's a bit of a gap between your arm and your body. And then from the elbow to the wrist, there's a movement sideways, back and forth, a rhythmic movement. But the most important thing is the wrist. There's a snap of the wrist either way, snap forward and a snap back, you'll notice. The easiest way for me to show this is to just play a few tunes and just notice how my arm is moving and how it's snapping. Okay, so the snapping just adds a little bit of adds colour to the tune, but it is very important part of it. You notice there that I'm snapping back twice. That's just another technique where if you know the next sequence of the tune, let's say starts forward, and you don't want to finish, if you don't want to do back and forward, and then you've got to start forward again, you can just do two backs. It allows you to come forward more fluently. You almost do that subconsciously sometimes, so it's all about just experience. You'll notice there's some snaps, there's some fluent bow movements, and so it just varies throughout the whole tune depending on the tune. Now as you go faster, as you do faster tunes, you're usually using less of the bow hair, and you're just using more, because there's no time to really go forward and back. Obviously there's more snapping, less of the rhythmic movement. So let's say a tune like Serenita. Notice there I'm actually not snapping either, so it's really just moving. There's really no time to snap too much, because obviously if you're going to snap with a faster tune, there's really no time to come back and forward. The bow will be jumping all over the string, so really there it's more of just a forward and back. There's a slight snap, but not a huge snap. basically with the bow hand, there's a combination of rhythmic, sometimes longer rhythmic movements from the elbow to the wrist, and the snapping of the wrist. It's either very sudden, you can do a very sudden after a long, or sometimes it's just small snaps. It is a combination which, unfortunately, the only way to learn it is to actually play the instrument. The best way to do it is probably to watch professionals. So watch videos of professionals, the way they move their arm, their bow hand, and you will learn. But it is a very important part of the instrument. When I was first taught the instrument, I was always told, I used to have a very stiff wrist. It is very important to break the wrist, not break it. I'm not telling you to go out and break your wrist, but it's sort of like a breaking. It's basically you're allowing the wrist to relax and move a little bit more effortlessly while you're playing, and that just comes with experience. So I hope that video helps the people that asked for it. Please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching.